Why does my eyes look swollen, bro? And I think it's because it's either I'm dehydrated and or I feel like I'm getting enough sleep, but it's like I'm kind of not. It's like a restless feeling. It's weird. So I don't know. It's either that or I'm allergic to something. My eyes look kind of puffy. Anyways, um, what am I trying to say here? Okay, for the people who are black, okay, it's pretty obvious. Can you tell? All right, for the people that are black, y'all ever walk into like a place and even though I would say other black people have been in there, but they kind of like sprinkled in. It's like a few black people, but it's like say it's like a bunch of white people in the area. Like it's just a bunch of white folks around. Y'all ever feel like whenever you ordered something or you've gone to check out, it seems like they're acting weird, like they're just kind of staring at you and watching you a little bit. Now I don't know. Maybe I was being overly paranoid. Y'all correct me if I'm wrong. Maybe I was being overly paranoid, but I'm just thinking. Literally, I was at this one place. I went to this one. It's like a convenience place or like a gas station, but you can get like milkshakes and all that from this place, right? So I go there, and I was ordering something on the machine, and then I went to check out to pay for it, right? So I go and pay for it, and then I'm like, "Oh, how you doing?" I asked the guy, I was like, "Oh, how you doing?" And he was like, "Oh, doing all right," all that stuff. Maybe he was just being friendly, y'all. Sometimes you can't tell. Maybe people are just nervous. But yeah, he was just doing that. He was saying, "What's up? Okay, how you doing?" So I placed my order, and then I go sit down, and people are kind of just like acting weird. It's just I don't know, y'all. Maybe people are just awkward or socially awkward or something, but everyone's like looking around and shit, and I'm just waiting for my number to be called because I'm like, oh, it must be a bunch of other orders, and it actually shows you on the screen if they're preparing your order or not. So anyways, they're calling out the orders, and I'm just waiting. I'm like, okay, I'm just checking. I'm like, okay, they haven't called my number yet. Okay, cool. I'm like, okay. So finally, I see on the screen, I look up one more time. I'm like, let me check the screen again. And it was just like maybe 2 minutes had went by. I go and check. Okay, I see my order's ready. And I'm like, well, let me see if it's actually sitting out. Because it was like this cool, it was like a dolce leche latte or something, like a white chocolate, a hot chocolate latte, whatever the hell. So I go to the area wherever it is to see if it's there, and I'm like, oh, okay, it is here. And I was like, oh, it's number such and such, and I was like, oh, okay, this is. So then I go and pick it up, and I just walk out, and I'm like, I don't know, y'all. Maybe I just get annoyed easily. I think I was just kind of irritated that they didn't call out the number, but also everyone was like just moving real weird. It's like everyone just seemed like either uptight or just like when people try to act like they're being nice to you or cool, but they're kind of nervous around you or scared, and their eyes are kind of like this. They're like, "Oh yeah, how are you doing?" "Okay, yeah." It was kind of like that, and I was like, "Oh." And I looked at the guy who was walking away. I was like, "Oh, thank you. This is my number." And he didn't really say nothing. And I was just like, "Okay, well, this is my number. I'm just gonna pick it up then." And then I just walked out the place. But it's like it might not be a racial thing, y'all. It could be a social thing as well. But it was kind of weird because I had another situation happen. It's not just racial because I've had this happen just with other people with my complexion as well. Maybe it's not that. I just think when you see stuff, it is kind of weird. And I've had other weird encounters at other places where the people who work there they're not white. They could be like foreign, and then they do look kind of nervous when you walk into the store or they just look mad when you walk in. Like it's like, excuse me, like they already think you're gonna be on some BS. But yeah, it could have something to do with something racial, and also have something to do with social issues or people just being socially awkward because of these damn phones, or just not. Maybe these people just don't like interacting with folks a lot. Because I had this other situation happen in this other place. It was black people there, and I realized when I was going up there to try and like pick up I think I was picking up an order, or I was asking this girl. Oh, that's what happened. I was asking this girl, okay, hey, what are the other cake flavors you guys have? And then y'all, why did the girl just look at me and she wasn't really saying anything? And I was like, okay, Jewel, just skip past this, just go and look. And then I just didn't say anything, and I just went and I saw, oh, these are the cakes right here, because I was looking. There was like an area where they just had all the cakes, so I just went down there and looked, and I was like, oh, okay, so let me just get that one right there. I'll just get that flavor. And then even when I said that, it's like they were acting like they couldn't speak, y'all. It was the weirdest thing. And I don't know if it's because maybe it was a lot going on. Maybe they just didn't feel like talking. You know, I don't know, guys. Could have fooled me. I don't know. And then even when I go up to the counter to pick up an order, sometimes people just have a look on their face. Maybe they're just like, I don't know what that is, y'all. Maybe I'm looking at it too closely. It's just it's hard for me not to notice those little things in people's faces. It's like, okay, are you nervous? Like, has cat got your tongue? It's like they just looking like, oh, I guess I'm supposed to speak now. It's like that type of look. It's weird. But yeah, I just had weird encounters with certain people, and it could be people all across the board. It's not just one race or the other. It could be everybody. But y'all, let me know what you think about this down in the comment section below. Peace.